Hello students, I am Himanshu, your new social studies teacher, and today we are starting history section of your Korodova book. So this is the first chapter, Understanding Modern Indian History. So before starting the chapter, you have to first know that how the name of the chapter is given. The name of the chapter is Understanding Modern Indian History. And if this is the modern Indian history, then which is the ancient history? So at first we will learn that how the periodization of history works. At the first page of your book, you will see that a small scale is given. On that BCE, CE, all is written. So at first the full form of BCE is before Common Era or before Christ Era, and CE is Common Era. So the Christians fixed a point according to the Gregorian calendar. They fixed a point that the birth of the Christ. Before the birth of the Christ, the time is BCE, and after the birth of the Christ, the time is CE. In BCE we move in backward direction, and in CE we move in positive direction. Okay, so we will learn the periodization of history, how the periodization of history works, how the history is categorized. So starting with a small story. Paras was curious as to why he has to follow a timetable in the school. We all have to follow a timetable, we all have to follow a schedule. So why we have to follow a schedule or timetable? Paras was also curious about that. Okay, he had always thought about why his subjects are divided into periods. Why can he not study as per his choice? We all want that shall we study according to our choice or shall we study according to our space, but that's not right. Okay, we can't study without following our timetable. Even this lecture is also going according to the timetable. So why this is necessary? Paras asked his history teacher about the need of the periods. And what his teacher replied? His teacher replied, the word period means to divide time. To divide time means the period. Okay, so to arrange the activities of the whole day, we use a timetable. To do it properly, to do it efficiently, we divide our time into the timetable. This helps us learn about all the subjects gradually, just like historians divided the time to understand and observe the changes that occurred in the society. So you got the importance of the periodization, right? To learn it properly, to learn it efficiently, to learn the changes efficiently, we have to divide the time into different categories. So that's the need of the timetable, that's the need of the periodization. Now, what is dividing the time? Okay, so the first definition for your first chapter is the division of time is known as demarcation. What does this be known as? This is known as demarcation. Okay, the dividing of timetable is known as demarcation. The division of time is known as demarcation. Historians started demarcating time to show the importance of changes from one period to another. Before the time, the historians divided the time to see the changes, to show the changes to the people, that people will learn properly about the changes which occur in the society. Okay, so historians started demarcating time to show the importance of changes from one period to another. For example, earlier we used to get knowledge from books alone, but now we have books as well as internet. Your class is also going on internet. Okay, so this is the difference. To see the difference, we have to demarcate the time. Okay, the ancient time and the modern time. Now we are in modern times, we are using technology for our class, but in the ancient times, but in the late period, we were using books. From the ancient times we are using books to read. Okay, so this is called the demarcation of time. Do you understand that? Okay, moving to the next. The periodization started in 1817. This periodization, this demarcation was started in 1817. Before that, there was no periodization in the world history. Means there was no ancient, no medieval. Okay, so the periodization of history started in 1817. Now let us understand the history of the world period. Okay, we are starting the history of the world period. In 1817, James Mill published a massive 3-volume book, A History of British India, which divided history into 3 periods. There is a picture of James Mill and his book, that is the History of India. There are 3 volumes of this book, and in this book he divided this period into 3 periods. Okay, what are the 3 periods? Those 3 periods were according to the Hindu, Muslim and the British. He divided the Indian history according to the religions, according to the rulers, the Hindu rulers, the Muslim rulers, the British rulers. James Mill divided the Indian history according to the three periods, that is Hindu kings period, Muslim kings period, and the British king period, British rulers. This way of looking at Indian history created numerous problems. That was like so simple that problems have to be come, okay, because we are dividing our society according to the religion, and that's not the perspective of the India. Okay, so the problems were sure to come, so the problems came. What at first you have to learn that James Mill divided the history according to the three like religions, that the Hindu rulers, Muslim rulers, and the Britishers. What were the problems? Mill thought that all the Asian societies were at a low level. All the Asian societies were at a lower level of civilization when compared to Europe. Europe was a developed area at that time. Okay, now also it is developed, but at that time James Mill think that Europe was a better developed area and the Indian societies were not. The Asian societies were not. According to him, before the British came to India, Hindu and Muslim rulers ruled the country. At that time, religious intolerance, caste system, and superstitious practices were common among Indians. That was very much right. Okay, because in that time there were many superstitious practices like sati system and all that. Raja Ram Mohan Rai also was against this. Okay, so caste system was also there. Even Mahatma Gandhi also suffered from the caste system. B.R. Ambedkar also suffered from the caste system. So at that time, the religious intolerance, caste system, and superstitious practices were common among Indians. And James Mill had seen that, and he thought that the Hindus and Muslim rulers ruled the country because of their religions, because of their superior powers. Okay, so what he said, Mill felt that the British rule can civilize India, and for this they must introduce European manners, arts, institutions, and laws. According to the Mill, the British rule can better civilize India. They can practice their laws here, they can practice their institutions here, they can apply their rules here. So it can better civilize India, and he suggested that the British should take over the territories in India and civilize Indians for their own sake. We all know that Britishers were our rulers, like we were the colony of the British. So he suggested that the British should take over the territories in India and civilize Indians for their own sake. It is a better decision for India according to the James Mill. So Mill mentioned the period before the British rule as the period of darkness and ignorance. तो मिल के अकॉर्डिंगली वो जो टाइम था इंडिया के लिए वो काफ़ी डार्कनेस और इग्नोरेंस से भरा हुआ था. सो द मिल मेंशन द पीरियड बिफोर द ब्रिटिश रूल एज द पीरियड ऑफ डार्कनेस एंड ignorance. With this idea of Indian history, the British rule represented all the progress and civilization. And according to the James Mill, the British time introduced the development to the India, so it was the time of progress and civilization. This periodization raised many questions among historians as they argued that all the religions was present since the beginning. Okay, so they said that the religions were present since the beginning, and this periodization is not right. According to the religion, according to the development, they are saying that the Indian time, that when the Hindu kings were there, when the Muslim kings were there, that period was the time of darkness and ignorance. But we all know that that was the time when the India was called the golden bird. Okay, so according to the historians this was not right. So describing an era as per its rulers rather than its importance was not fair. So historians divided the Indian history as per the characteristics of time. So they have declined that division of history and they have adopted a new method to divide the history. So what was that? So now we will see historians division of Indian history. The division of history according to the new historians, okay, after the James Mill, this was ancient, medieval or middle, and modern history. There were three periods: ancient history, medieval history or middle history, modern history. Ancient history, when the Stone Age was started. Okay, when the Stone Age was started, when we got the inscriptions, when we got the manuscripts, that was the time when the ancient history is categorized. Okay, medieval or middle history, between the time period of ancient and modern, which time period came? The medieval history. Okay, and after the Britishers, the time was given that modern history. So historians divided Indian history into three periods, that is ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. This concept was taken from Western countries and it has its own issues. So everything has its positive points and negative points also. So this concept was taken from the Western countries and it has its own issues. In Western countries, modern period was referred to progress in all fields like science, reason, democracy, etc. So what was the modern period according to the Britishers? What was the modern period according to the Western countries? When there is development in science, when there is development in technology, when there is development in reasoning, okay, and the reason are getting proper, that is the period of the modern. Okay, but in India the modern period refers when the Britishers were colonized. So whereas medieval was used to describe a society which did not have all these modern features. What was medieval history? Medieval history was that history in which the science, technology and all these things were not developed. Okay, so what is the modern history according to the Western thinking? According to the Western thinking, the modern history is that history which has proper development in science, democracy and reason. And what is the medieval history? The medieval history is the history which is used to describe a society which do not have all these modern facilities. During the British period, Indian did not have the freedom of speech or actions, and economic growth and progress was also not seen. So historians refer to the period of British rule as colonial. But according to the historians, the time when the Britishers came, okay, the time when the Britishers came, there was no development. There was no proper development, we can see. Okay, so that time is referred to colonial. In the case of European countries, the modern history is that history in which development is seen, and the medieval history is that history in which development is not seen properly. But in the case of India, it is different. In the case of India, when the Britishers came, that time is referred to the colonial. Okay, and after that independence, that is modern history. Colonial period is also a part of the modern history, but we will not clearly can say that that is a modern history. That is a colonial history, colonial period, and before the colonial period that was medieval period, and after the colonial period that is post independence period or modern history. So history is divided into three parts. That is ancient history, that refers to the Stone Age Vedic culture. Medieval history, when the development in science or democracy is not seen, and after that colonial period, and after that post independence period. So this is the categorization of Indian history. And now we will study the modern history. Modern history means the colonial period and after the post independence period. So this is your first chapter. First chapter, understanding modern Indian history. Modern Indian history means when the Britishers are there, Britishers are here in the India, and after the post-independence period. What was the things in our country? This is your first chapter. So now we have a short comparison according to the James Mill and according to other historians. The Mill's division of history was Hindu, Muslim and British, and the new historians division of history was ancient, medieval and modern. Mill's division of history Hindu, Muslim and British. Historians division of history ancient, medieval and modern. So अभी तक जो भी हमने किया उसे मैं सारा हिंदी में रिपीट कर रहा हूँ एक बार. तो जो जेम्स मिल थे, जेम्स मिल ने हिस्ट्री को 3 पीरियड्स में डिवाइड किया. दैट इज़ हिंदू, मुस्लिम एंड ब्रिटिश. हिंदू रूलर्स के टाइम, मुस्लिम रूलर्स के टाइम एंड ब्रिटिश रूलर्स के टाइम. तो नए जो हिस्टोरियंस थे उन्हें इस बात से थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम थी दैट वाई जेम्स मिल इज़ कैटेगराइजिंग द इंडियन हिस्ट्री अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिलीजन. So they divided the Indian history according to the ancient, medieval and modern. बट यहाँ भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स इन्हें फेस हुई. प्रॉब्लम्स क्या थी कि वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज से ये कंसेप्ट लिया गया था, और जो वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज थी अकॉर्डिंग टू देम the modern period was the time when there is a proper development, when there is proper science to get the reasons of the things which are being done in the society. ओके, एंड मीडिएवल पीरियड वॉज दैट पीरियड जो मॉडर्न से पहले एग्जिस्ट करता है, जो जब डेवलपमेंट नहीं थी, जब साइंस इतना प्रॉपर डेवलप्ड नहीं थी. बट इन इंडियन केस मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री इज़ रेफर्ड व्हेन ब्रिटिशर्स केम. बट क्या ये कहना सही है कि जब ब्रिटिशर्स आए तो इंडिया में डेवलपमेंट हुई? क्या ये कहना सही है कि जब ब्रिटिशर्स आए तो हमें प्रॉपर डेमोक्रेसी या प्रॉपर साइंस देखने को मिली? दैट इज़ रॉन्ग इन द केस ऑफ इंडिया. सो फॉर द इंडियन केस वी रेफर व्हेन द ब्रिटिशर्स केम. जब ब्रिटिशर्स आए उस टाइम को हम कहते हैं कॉलोनियल पीरियड, एंड बिफोर द कॉलोनियल पीरियड दैट वाज medieval period when the rulers were there like Akbar, Jahangir and all that. And after the colonial period there is modern history, that is post independence history. Okay, so this is all when we study our chapter. This is the first page of your book. Understanding modern history. At first, there are four key terms: archive, the place where government records and documents are preserved; colonial, possessing or inhabiting a colony or colonies; colonization, the policy of acquiring other countries or colonies, as Britishers are following the policy of colonization. Okay, the Britishers were like increasing their territories, they were acquiring other countries, they are following the policy of colonization. And what is colonial? Inhabiting a colony is called colonial. And what is periodization? We have done that. What is periodization? Means the dividing of history into different periods is called periodization. The scale is given on your first page, the BCE and CE. BCE means before Common Era or before Christ era, and CE means Common Era or Christ era. Periodization of history is explained in your book, the first page. James Mill, according to the James Mill, a Scottish economist and political philosopher, published a massive 3 volumes work, A History of British India in 1817. In the previous slides, I have given you that title of the book also. He divided the Indian history into Hindi, Muslim and British periods. We have read all that in slides. Okay, so please concentrate on this chapter. Do the first page completely, read it completely, and if you have any doubts, you can tell me in the comment box or you can directly message me. Okay, thank you. We will meet you in the next chapter. Bye bye.